my name is Laura Guthrie. I'm the on-site trainer here at Golden Quest. Today I have with me Brody, Tattoo LF3. What are you doing? Come here. Brody is a 9-week-old comfort retriever here from Golden Quest, and he's been in training for 5 days. Yeah. Yes. He's very outgoing. Yes, you are. And he's a good-looking man. Yes, you are. You're good-looking. You are good-looking. Yes. I just did his nail clipping. He did really good, like impressively good for a 9-week-old. Like no, there was very minimal squirming at all, and he just kind of watched me. I was very mindful of not getting his quick, so since I was doing that, I was taking my time. He was very chill about the whole thing, and I rewarded him. I told him he's a good boy. He did a good job. Yes, you did. So I just wanted to mention that because that's pretty great. It's pretty cool when you see puppies acting that mellow and nice about getting their nail clipping. Now, as you can see, one of his big things is attention jumping. So I try my best just to ignore it, and it's gotten a little bit better. Brody, good boy. Come here. So we're going to go ahead and go over some of the things that Brody's been learning the past couple of weeks. I mean, not couple of weeks, the past couple of days, rather. No. Yes, good boy. Yes. Good boy. Brody, come. Good boy. Good. Hey, you take the treat from the hand. Take the treat from me. That's another thing he does. He kind of he'll jump and lock his little paws around your leg or your arm if you have it down for his level. Brody. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, Brody. Hey, where you going? You touch? Touch? Yes, good boy. So as you can see with this touch, sometimes we get a little high five action going on, but with him, puppy attention is so small, so I try to just keep him engaged. And even though he does sometimes give me his paw, I reward it bigger when he gives me just his nose, but otherwise he gets the reward with the paw as well. Brody, touch. Yes, good boy. Right now I'm actually just feeding him his meal. So I've been breaking up his meal into training session time. So I pre-measure it out in the morning, and then I just split it up over the meal. I just split the meal up over the training portions. Sit. Yes. Right now we're still working on luring with him because he's having trouble wanting to get up and jump. So I'm heavily luring him right now, but that'll wean off. Good boy. It's just to build up the word history with the action of him putting his butt on the ground. Good boy. Down. Oh, almost. Come here. Yes. Okay, so what you saw there, good boy, good down. Free. Good boy. So what I actually did is I lured him into the sit without vocalizing it. The reason why I didn't name the sit and at that point was because I was actually looking for a down. And if I ask him to sit and then I ask him to down, I'm going to confuse him, and later on he's going to assume that every time you ask him to sit, you actually want him to down right after. And we don't want that. Good boy. So what I did was I just lured him. You saw me kind of touch his back. I didn't put any pressure on it. I just merely touched it to show him that, oh, I actually want him to put his shoulder blades on the ground too. Because sometimes he forgets and he tries to keep this awkward, downward facing dog pose on me. Not so much a bow, but he wants to put his, he wants to stretch his legs out in front without actually going all the way down. So sometimes if I just, no, don't do that please. Sometimes if I just kind of pet or lay my hand lightly on the shoulders, he kind of just wiggles back all the way down, which is fantastic. Since that's what I am looking for. Let's see if he'll give us that again, but we have to see. I don't want to lose his focus. Down. Down. There we go. Good boy. So like you saw, I didn't put, and there was no pressure or weight. I just kind of put my hand there. I'm not going to reward him for getting up from that. Usually I ask him to get free, and then I reward him for free. the reason I introduce free now, even though he has no idea what it means, he doesn't know what down or sit means technically right now either. He's doing it, but he's doing the action because he's used to me reinforcing that behavior, and he's used to me luring him and helping him perform those. So eventually he's going to understand, and he's going to learn to associate the action with the cue. So what I'm doing is the same thing with free. I'm telling him what free means, which means get up from what you're doing, or you can stop what you're doing. And I use free for nearly everything. So to get out of his heel, we use free. To get off the place, we use free. To get up from down or sit or stand, free. You're so handsome. Or to get out of the crate, free. So I like introducing it now, so eventually it'll just click into place and he'll understand what we're asking of him. Good boy. Brody. Good. Sit. Brody, hey, you sit? Yes. Good. Free. Yes, good. So like that, even though I still have my hand close to his face, I still led him away with the free cue, so I rewarded him when he did. Brody, what are you doing? Place. Good boy. So right now we're just building up a word history with place. I put the food on the place bed. The reason I put it on instead of just feeding him out of my hand is because I want him to learn that the place bed provides the reward there and not just me. I'm petting him just as another reinforcer, but I want him to learn that the place bed also holds value. That way he learns that that's a cool place to stay. Good boy. Free. Yay! Well done, bud. Good job. I'm going to get some more food. I ran out. Hold on. Okay. So right now at the place, we're just building that word history like I said. Everything else, he's still kind of needing a heavy lure. But I'm not too worried about that. He's 9 weeks old. He has a lot on his mind. He has a lot going for him. All of these new sensors are kicking in. He's getting to explore everything. His curiosity is nice and high. So I'm trying to, good job. I'm just reinforcing good desired behaviors like him returning to me and checking in. I reinforce that. I discourage jumping. Good boy. Oh, as soon as he gets off, then he gets rewarded. Good boy. Coming back to me, like I said, gets rewarded. Sitting in front of me instead of jumping, rewarded. So I'm trying to encourage all those good things. What's that? Crate. So right now with the crate, I'm leaving the door open. Free. Good boy. I'm tossing reward inside, and then I'm asking him to get free, even though, again, like I said, we're still learning what free means. Hey, crate. Good boy. Good crate. Free. Good boy. Ooh. Brody, crate. Good. Crate. Did you see those? Did you see those? Crate. Good boy, yay. Good boy, free. Yay. Right now with the crate, it's a very intermittent schedule of when it comes to how long I keep the door open or closed. Because in the night, he gets put in the crate. I try not to close the crate too long during training sessions because I want him to understand that just because I ask you to go to the crate doesn't necessarily mean I'm always going to close the door, because I want him to feel comfortable enough to go and relax in there if he needs to. And secondly, I also want him to know just because you go in the crate doesn't mean the door's going to be shut for hours, like for bedtime. I want him to learn that it varies. And that the crate can be really fun. And I want him to learn that just because we put him in the crate doesn't necessarily mean, oh man, I don't get any more human playtime, or I don't get to play with my family, or that kind of stuff. I want him to learn, we're putting you in the crate, it may just be for a couple minutes. Putting you in the crate maybe just for a couple seconds to keep up his training with the crate. And I reward him when he's quiet and the door's closed, but right now I'm keeping the door open mostly because he does get a little anxious when I close the door. Nothing big. And when it comes to that, actually, in the evening, he does need help going in the crate. And he is quieter if I put him in with his litter mates. Oh, that was adorable. That was adorable. If I put him by himself, he's a little bit more vocal. I do a couple things here to act as markers to let them know that it's time for bed and it's time to settle down for the night. And those are, one, when I help him in the crate. So after he already gets his potty break for the evening, he's played outside for a while, goes in the crate. goes in the crate, I cover it with a blanket, just to help facilitate lack of light. I want him to understand how to relax, and usually, obviously, even for us, turning off lights are very helpful, and most of us sleep with our lights off. So I do that with the puppies. I cover with a blanket. That way no moonlight or anything's coming in and keeping them awake and confusing them. On top of that, I also put on some instrumental music to help facilitate a calm environment. To help facilitate a calm environment. I don't know what my brain was thinking there. And then I also close the main door to the facility. So you have to think, though all those things are cues for them to realize that, oh, she's leaving. Oh, it's time for bed. Yeah, of course, a lot of the puppies are vocal for a little bit, but they eventually settle down and they realize, okay, this is not a test, this is not a training situation. It's actual night time, so let's go to bed. Oh boy. Yeah. So as you can see, he's trying to be